How's it going, guys? Coming at you with another range report on the Project Cheap Carbine. This one is going to be on accuracy. So what we did is we slapped the Primary Arms ACSS 1-to-8 power scope that I'm testing for Optics Planet right now on the top of this, and we took it out to the range and we shot it at 100 yards. I shot various different ammunitions through it. I shot some of the my go-to for accuracy testing, which is the American Eagle varmint tip stuff. This is a 50 grain varmint tip. Love this stuff. It's very, very accurate. Very accurate. We shot just some 55 grain PMC ball, and we shot some of this Fiocchi rifle hunting. This is their Extrema, and it is also a 50 grain VMAX polymer tip. From my understanding, these two bullets are exactly the same. They just have different colored tips. I believe they're both 50 grain VMAXs. I think American Eagle just doesn't tell you that. I shot that, and then let me see. There was one other round we shot as well, and that is this stuff, which is the Hornady Steel Match, and it is the 75 grain boat tail hollow point. Okay, that's their steel match stuff. This stuff is crap. I have not gotten it to shoot well in any rifle that I've actually tested it out of. So there's that. So just kind of a little disclaimer. But anyway, so we took it out and ran it with the Primary Arms 1-to-8 power. So this accuracy test was done with a 1-to-8 power. So 8 power magnification at 100 yards is doable for accuracy. I really like the reticle in this scope. We'll talk about that here when I do the review on it. But what it has is, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but there's a little chevron. Okay, that's instead of a center dot, there's a chevron. And what I like about it is the little tip of that chevron makes it really easy to do a pinpoint, precise aiming point. And so I think that really helped a lot in testing the accuracy of this rifle. So without further ado, let's talk about the accuracy. Now, I've got two different targets, okay, that I've measured up with my calipers, okay, and we measured the groups. I just took pictures of the targets, and I'll roll them in here just because I've got you on a weird camera angle, so I'm going to kind of go through them first, but I'll do an overlay of the actual picture of the target so you guys can see what I'm talking about. First off, let's talk about the PMC. Now, PMC in the past for me has usually been a 1.5 to 2.5 MOA accurate round. So it's not a super accurate round. You're looking at right around 2 MOA usually out of a standard or even an accurate AR-15 barrel. It's just not very good ammo. It's good plinking ammo, but it's not super accurate. And that's pretty much what I saw with the Project Cheap Carbine. First group that we have is down here on this lower left, and it's a 1.63 inch group. It's a 3-shot group of PMC. Moving up, we have a 1.9 inch, so a 1.99 inch. So it's pretty much a 2-inch group there, PMC 3-shot group. Moving up just above that, we have the 1.87 inch group. So actually, you know, from an accuracy standpoint with PMC, it actually did fairly well, which is good. I really love to see my barrels shoot good accuracy with cheap ammo. Then I have a barrel that I can shoot cheaply and accurately. So I'm happy with the accuracy for the PMC. Anything right around 2 MOA or better with PMC is doing really, really well. Now, let me move on to the second target here, and we'll talk. I want to save those last groups for last there. Moving on to the second target, we have the steel match, the Hornady Steel Match. And this stuff is a 175 boat tail hollow point. And the interesting thing about this ammunition is even when I load the Hornady boat tail hollow points, the 75 grainers, I've never gotten one to shoot well, even with hand loads. That bullet is just funky, and I've really never got it to shoot well. And the steel match stuff from Hornady, I've not gotten to shoot even close to MOA. It's usually right around 2.5 inch groups. I mean, this stuff is bad, and that's exactly what I saw with the Project Lightweight Carbine, and it's the $65 Anderson barrel. Okay, first group 2.33. We got a 1.56 inch group, and then we got a 2.46. So we're ranging between 1.5 to 2.5 inch, and that's pretty much on par with what I'm seeing with most rifles with this Hornady steel match. So just junk ammunition, really don't like it. If you're using it for close quarters, it's one thing, but for any kind of accuracy, I'd just say pass on it. And so there's that. Moving up though, we have what I consider my gold standard, which is the varmint tip stuff from American Eagle. This stuff shoots MOA in just about everything I put it through. I mean, as long as the barrel is somewhat doable, this stuff shoots really well. We saw some inconsistencies with this ammunition in this barrel, but as you can see from the groups that I've got on the screen right now, we've got a 1.23 or 1.24 inch group. We have a 141, 125, and a 139. So we're all about, between a minute and a quarter and a minute and a half is what we're looking at on this ammunition from this barrel. That's to me acceptable, especially for the price that I paid. $65 for this barrel. Yeah, I mean that ammunition shoots really well, and it's pretty consistent. Now, there was one shot, which was my bad. I totally jacked the trigger, totally got my breathing off. It was my bad. That was completely me. And so I'm not going to fault this barrel at all for that. But the upper right group, we see that there's a flyer. Now, I have no idea what happened on this. This wasn't me, I don't think. I felt good on all four of those trigger pulls, but I, for some reason, got a flyer. So with that flyer, that group opens up to 2.95. Again, it could be just something completely inconsistent on my part, and I don't know. I didn't know it. I didn't see it in any other groups besides that one. So that's the only flyer that I really saw with shooting this rifle, except for that one shot, and that was completely me. So, okay, now last, let's go to the Fiocchi stuff, and this is that Extrema 50 grain varmint tip, and this is great. I mean, this ammunition shoots very similar to the American Eagle, if not exactly the same. Okay, so we can pretty much, exchange these groups back and forth. We had one 5-shot group at 1.5 inch, which is, to me, completely acceptable for a standard mil-spec barrel. Completely acceptable. Moving down, we've got a 1.26, and then moving over, we have our only sub-minute group that we got from this rifle, which is the Fiocchi, and that's 188, or 0.88. So, is this an MOA accurate barrel? No, it's not. What I'm thinking is it's about, with good ammunition, it's about 1.25 MOA, which I gotta say, guys, I've gotta say that honestly, for the money that I've paid for this rifle all around, especially for the barrel, when we're looking at $64.99 shipped, okay, on this barrel, dude, I am just ecstatic on how well it shot. I can't believe that it shot as good as it did. I was expecting literally like 2 MOA across the board, nothing better. And the fact that with the Fiocchi and with the varmint tip stuff, I'm getting right around 1.25 MOA, I think is phenomenal. And with PMC even, okay? With PMC, I'm getting 2 inches or better with this rifle. So I mean, honestly, I mean, the PMC stuff is what I'm going to run in this rifle. I mean, that's what's going to live in it. I mean, anything 2 MOA or better with PMC is good to go, in my opinion. So yeah, guys. I mean, man, Anderson is impressing me with their components. I mean, up to this point, it's done really, really well. 1.25 MOA, can't go wrong with that at all. So we're going to take it out another range session, do some more testing with the primary arms, 1-to-8 power. So stay tuned for that. If you guys do Instagram, hit me up on Instagram at DocTacDad. There's a link in the description box down below, so you can go check that out. Also, guys, I want to put a special thanks to those that have contributed and supported me in Patreon. It's Patreon.com/DocTacDad. You know, with the whole demonetization thing and the whole thing with YouTube, you know, it takes a lot of money to do these videos. It takes, you know, cost and ammunition, cost and time. Editing is one of the worst things about YouTube, having to sit down and just edit a video up. And so I really appreciate those that have supported me, and you know, and you can support me if you like going over to Patreon. Even if you just give $1, I'd really appreciate it. Also though, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It does help the videos out. It helps the channel. And I would say the same thing for every gun channel that you enjoy, guys. Any gun channel that you enjoy, make sure that you're liking their videos, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you're sharing their videos, because that really helps support their channel, and it's a way of showing appreciation for the time and effort that they've put in. So I appreciate that, guys. All right, anyway, more on the Project Cheap Carbine to come, so we'll see you guys in the next video.